everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Yoga for Kids. This is Louie and I'm Amy. We hope that you're having a great day. So we've had a bit of a rainy day so far in England, but it's brightened up now. So I thought we'd talk today about rain and the water cycle. So Louie, do you know that, let's say, the sciencey name for rain begins with a P? Precipitation. Okay, so precipitation is a fancy way of saying rain. Okay, this is part of the water cycle because all of the water that's moving around the earth as rain, sea, things like that is going around in a cycle. The very first part of the cycle that we can see happening today is when rain falls from the clouds. Okay, so stand up. Let's talk about clouds. We were just talking yesterday about them. Do you remember what they are? What are they made of? Not candy floss or cotton wool. They look like cotton wool. Rain. They're made of rain. They're made of water. Okay, so in the air, this air around you, it's got lots of things in it. It's actually also got water vapor in it. Water vapor is gassy water. Water that's a gas. We call it water vapor. So that water vapor at the moment is all spread out and you can't see it. But what happens is when it gets up into the sky, it's a lot colder up in the atmosphere as we go higher and higher. It's a lot colder. So the water kind of gets colder and colder. It loses energy and it starts to stick together rather than running around like a gas because it's got loads of energy. And when it all sticks together, that's when we can actually see it. And that's when it's called clouds. So that when it sticks together like that, when colder water vapor sticks together, we call it condensing. And we're going to talk more about condensing and condensation in a minute. So let's first talk about rain in the clouds. We're going to take a deep breath in and reach up and see if you can see any clouds. Can you see any clouds, Louie? Let's see if we can grab some of the clouds in our hands. And we're going to make that water vapor super heavy. So when more and more of the water vapor has stuck together, then they become droplets and they become heavier and heavier. They can't stay in the air anymore. So gravity makes them fall down towards the ground. Let's make it rain all the way down to the ground. Let's take a deep breath in. Maggie's here to cause trouble. And we're going to get some more rain from the clouds. Let's gather it up, gather up all of that water vapor. And it's going to become heavier and heavier until it falls to the ground. Okay, you're going to step your legs even wider. You're going to reach up and you're going to gather as much water vapor as you can. And bring it down to the ground. So now it's raining. Is it raining yet? Is it raining yet? We need to make it rain. Okay, so you need to act like the water vapor raining. We're going to make droplets of water. You to run on the spot. Is it raining? Is it raining? Making a pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter of rain. You can hear it on the ground. Look, it's raining even faster. It's raining even faster. Faster, 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 faster. It's raining even faster too. Run on the spot as fast as you can. Bend your knees. Run, run, run. As fast as you can. Make it rain super, super hard. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a breath. All right, now it's rained and there's water all around, which makes it super fun. What can we do when it's raining outside? We go for a walk, splashing in the puddles, okay? So we're going to do some puddle splashing. 3, 2, 1, splash in the puddle, splash in the puddle. Big jumps in the puddle, keep jumping, keep splashing, keep splashing. Wave your hands around, make the biggest splash that you can. Bigger splash, jump higher, splash. Big jump, splash. 10 more big jumps. You're going to come all the way down to the ground. And 3, 2, 1. You're going to jump as far as you can. Make a big splash. And fall over. And let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Big jump, splash. And another one. 3, 2, 1. Big jump, splash. That's 3. We've got 7 more to do. Keep going. Rainy day yoga, super energetic. Splash. 5. Splash. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, it's going to be the biggest one. Get ready. It's going to be the biggest splash yet. 3, 2, 1. Big splash. Okay. We've splashed in the puddles. Now I need to walk on the spot and shake off all of the water. I'm going to shake it up. Give it a shake. Wow. Rainy day yoga is super tiring. It's got to be tiring because we've got to use up all that energy that we can't use playing outside. Woo. Got the water up. Give it a big shake. Give it a big shake. Shake it even harder. Come on, Lily. Has all the water off yet?
No.
No. Okay. I just thought of another fun thing that we can do. Woo. We're going to do some puddle jumping from side to side. So there's a big puddle here. We're going to see if we can jump, instead of in the puddle, now we're nice and dry, we're going to keep nice and dry. We're going to jump over the puddle. Okay, so it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big jump. 8, 9, 10. I found another puddle. It's even bigger. You're going to do even bigger jumps now. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big jump. Biggest jump. 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Oh, that playing in the rain is exhausting. Let's come kneeling down. Okay. So that's the first part of the water cycle. That's one of the most fun parts, I think. Precipitation. What do we call it, Lily?
Precipitation.
Say it nice and loud.
Precipitation.
Okay, can you say it at home? So if you remember this, we go back to school when lockdown's over, you say to your teachers, I know the proper word for rain. It's precipitation. And I'll be super impressed. Next part of the cycle. Okay, the water's on the ground. Where is it going to go? Does it just stay on the ground?
Yep.
Does it just stay on the ground? Well, that would mean that we're always flooded.
No, it tries.
It tries. Okay, it does. There's 2 things that happen when the water gets on the ground in the puddles.
It gets
It's starting to happen now because the sun's come out in England. So one thing that can happen is when the water goes the other way. So we started with the water in the clouds precipitating down. Okay. Then the other thing that can happen is evaporation. Have you heard of this word before? Evaporation is the opposite, where the water goes back up into the air. So how does that happen?
It happens by the sun is making it hot on the ground, so the water doesn't want to stay.
That's it. It's all about energy again. It's always about energy. So remember, when the water's in the sky, super high, that rhymes, it gets cool. And if something's cold, it means it's lost energy. So when the water has lost energy, it can't stay up anymore. It falls down to the ground. Precipitation, yeah. And the opposite is true. If you give the water some energy, it heats up. It heats up and it gets more and more energy, so it can become a gas again and float. Okay? So if it heats up and heats up, then it's going to evaporate into the sky. So what's one of the ways that we can get the water from the ground back up into the sky again? So we're going to do some evaporation. Okay. So you're going to be a little droplet of water on the ground in a puddle. Okay, we're waiting for the sun's energy. Can you find the sun's energy?
So the sun's like a UFO.
What's that?
So the sun's like a UFO.
It is a little bit, exactly, that's a cool way of looking at it. So I'm waiting for the sun, it's not working. Do you remember what we can do in yoga? To say thank you to the sun, and then maybe we'll have enough energy to evaporate. We do sun salutation. So let's do a sun salutation. Okay, drop some water up. Do you remember how this goes? Take a deep breath in, reach up. And a deep breath out. Say thank you, sun. Thank you, sun. And bring your hands down. Step your right foot back into a lunge. Look forward. Step your left foot back. Come onto all fours. Bring your chest down to the ground. And up into cobra. Down to downward dog. Step your right foot forward. Drop your knee. Step your left foot forward. Now reach up and say thank you to the sun again. And bring your hands down. I'll do the left side. I think the sun is getting our salutation. I think it's getting ready to come out and give us some energy. Take a deep breath in, left side now. And a deep breath out. Step your left foot back, drop your knee. Step your right foot back. Chest down to the ground. Inhale up, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, downward dog. Step your left foot forward, drop the knee. Step your right foot forward. Last, it's got to be a really big thank you now. Take a deep breath in, reach up. Thank you to the sun. And breathe out. Okay, the sun's out. It's super sunny now, look. It actually is, we can see the sun here. Now, we're going to get some energy from the sun, okay? So, we're going to start heating up, We're going to get more and more energy, we're going to bounce on the ground like this. Water, the water droplets are going to get loads and loads of energy. You're going to start heating up and bouncing. Get more and more energy. More and more energy. You're getting lighter and lighter. Almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach up. Oh, come back into the air. Making a big, beautiful cloud again. Make a big cloud. Okay, big cloud. Reach out. Big, beautiful cloud. Bring your right hand down. Big cloud like this. Triangle shaped cloud. Bring your left hand down. Triangle shaped cloud. Bring both hands down. Hands to your waist, lift up. Think, I am a beautiful cloud. What shape are you going to be, Louis? You can be any shape that you want.
I'll be a cat shape.
A cat shape. I'm going to be a spaceship shaped cloud. What shape cloud are you going to be? Okay, big cloud, take a stretch. And we're going to float into the sky. Let's come down. Floating. Let's sit down again. Now we need to talk about the rest of the water. What about the water that doesn't evaporate? Didn't get enough energy from the sun. Okay. Well done. Yeah. Now, there's another thing that happens. You might notice this too, because what do we have? What have men and women and humans built in the cities to make sure when it rains super hard, we don't get a flood? Where does the water go? Don't think about the scary movie. It goes into the drain. So we've built drains. Okay, that's going to speed up the process a little bit, because what happens is if we weren't here, if humans weren't here, then we wouldn't have all the roads. And the roads make a bit of a problem when it comes to rain because the water can't sink into them. Normally, if we weren't here, the water sinks into the ground and then it makes its way to streams and rivers or stays in the ground giving water to the plants. But because we've put all these roads down, it makes a bit of a problem and we can get more floods. So to help that, humans have built drains to collect the water and take it into the rivers and seas for us. Okay, this is called runoff. Okay, so when the water from the ground runs down the slopes into the seas and the rivers, then we call it runoff. Okay, so the water droplets, we're going to imagine now we're water droplets that didn't make it back up into the clouds. We stayed down on the ground. Okay, so now we're going to do some runoff. We're going to run towards the nearest river, stream, or ocean. Okay, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Water droplets ready. Right foot forward and begin. 1, run. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite there. 10, 9. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs back. Downward dog. Take a rest. Louis, I can see the sea. We're almost there. Okay, we've got to do one final run. 3, 2, 1. Jump in. Run as fast as you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 more. You're almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, one. We made it. The sea's right there. So we're going to enjoy the last little bit towards the sea. You're going to enjoy this one. Make sure you've got some room. What did you like to do when you're little children? Okay, to roll. We're going to do somersaults. You're going to enjoy rolling into the sea. So you can either do a proper somersault, or you can do a side roll. And you can roll your way into the river or ocean. So, your choice, somersault, make sure you've got room, or side rolls. That was really cool. Right, we're going to try for 10 of them. Lou's done one, I've done one. So watch out, we're going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. 3, 2, 1. Roll into the sea. 2. Keep going, make sure you're not banging into anything. Mummy and Daddy won't appreciate that.
No.
3. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Oh. Getting dizzy. Oh, dizzy. 6. Don't bash into each other. 4 more. I used to not get as dizzy when I was little. 3 more. 2. 1 more. Oh, super dizzy. Super dizzy. Watch out, last one. Okay. Now roll your way into the sea. Come rolling. Lie down on your stomach. Oh, it's tiring being a droplet of water. Needs a lot of energy. So now we're in the sea. Okay? We're going to go for a little swim.
When it's closer to the sun.
What's that?
Closer to the sun.
In what way? Because you mean you get more sun? Yes, correct. Okay. So if we're in the sea, if we're lucky, the droplets of water at the surface of the sea and the rivers, they're going to be heated up just the same as the puddles was. And it's going to get more and more energy to evaporate. Okay? So, 3, 2, 1, we're going to go for a swim. So we're going to go for a swim. Any stroke that you like. You can do front crawl freestyle. You can do breaststroke.
Wait, so droplets are like, so bubbles are like droplets that are cleared out the way.
Bubbles are air in the sea. Keep going, keep swimming. We need to make our way to the warm surface so that we can evaporate. You can swim on your back too. Keep swimming. Keep swimming.
But that means the droplets had to clear the way.
Okay. You're almost there. You're almost to the warm bit of the sea. Keep swimming, keep swimming. Any stroke that you want. Right. I've made it. I'm nice and warm now. Oh, it's lovely and warm. Okay, droplets, come back into my last and squat. Baby squat. Right. This time, I think, Louis, this is our chance. I think this bit of sea is super warm and the sun's coming out. I can feel the sun. I think if we do one more sun salutation, we'll get enough sun that we can evaporate. So stand with your feet together. Take a deep breath in. Say thank you to the sun. And breathe out. Okay. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. Bring your chest down. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Deep breath in. Thank you, sun. And deep breath out. Left side now. Almost there. I think the sun's very happy. It's receiving our salutation. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Left foot back. Right foot back. Chest down. Inhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. Say big thank you, sun. Thank you for all of your energy. And breathe out. Come back down. That's it. Sun's coming out now. We can see the sun, look, on the mandala. We're going to get some energy. We're going to start heating up again, start bouncing.
The mandala is the shape of the sun.
Yeah, it is. We're going to be bouncing, going to get more energy. We're bouncing on the surface of the sea. Or the river. Get more energy. More energy. This is it. This is the time. We're going to evaporate this time, Louis. 2. Okay, more energy. A bit higher, a bit higher. A bit higher, a bit higher. jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big jumps. Getting bigger and bigger. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I made it. We're in the sky with floating water droplets now. Floating, flying in the sky. We've made it to gas water vapor in the air.
The sun's gone.
It's okay because we're in the sky now. We made it. Keep floating. Floating, floating. I can see all the ground. I can see all the trees and the mountains that we were running off down. Okay, one more. Floating, left side. Okay. Right. So now I'm in the sky, in the air, as water vapor. But I want to get back into the clouds. So there's one more big word that we need to learn. We've learned precipitation. We've learned about runoff. And we've learned about evaporation. We've just evaporated. Now we need to learn about condensation. So we heard this word at the beginning. So to get from air into the water droplets in the clouds, we call it condensation. Where else do we hear the word condensation? Think about the windows. Yeah?
When the water dries in them.
When you breathe,
the fog.
yeah, so you often get, when you get fog on the window, we call it condensation. Because what happens is when the air hits the window and gets cold, it forms little droplets of water called condensation. Okay? So the same thing's going to happen in the cloud. We're going to lose our energy again. We're going to start getting more and more still and become still. Because we were just moving around as air to become water vapor again, water droplets in the air, in the clouds. We need to get stiller and stiller. So we're going to stand super, super still. And now it's nice and cool up high in the sky. I can become part of the cloud. And condensation. Step your left foot and your right foot out nice and wide.
I didn't realise
Yes.
that all of, fire, air, and water, all of them elements are in the sky.
Correct.
It's got sun,
Yes.
then you have the air,
Mhm.
then you have the rain.
And the space too. Yes, and the space is what fills it all up. Well done. High five. Very good observation. So now condensation has happened. We're becoming water droplets in the cloud again. Okay, so spread out. Let's be a cloud. Any shape that you want. This time I think I'm going to be a star-shaped cloud. Okay, so make your shaped cloud. Bend to the right. And bend to the left. And we're back. Water is back in the sky. As the cloud again, reach up. Big cloud. Bring your hands down. And walk your feet back in. So, thank you very much for joining us. We hope that you found this fun. We've learned a lot today. We've learned that water starts in the sky, in the clouds. Okay, then when it sticks together, condensing into water droplets in the clouds, they all stick together, become heavy, and fall as rain. Then they can run off the surface of the earth into the streams, the rivers, and the sea. And then they can evaporate back into the sky, condense back into clouds again. So we have precipitation, runoff, evaporation, condensation, and it goes round and round in a circle. That's the water cycle. So we hope that you've enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your Saturday wherever you are. So from me and Louie, lots of love and namaste. You're going to say goodbye and give sweat the light for me. Go have some fun in the puddles. Big splashes. Louie's making his funny face again.